Hi guys, it's me, Nana. It is collaboration time, and I have to apologize. I've had some pretty bad technical difficulties, so I'm a little late to the rodeo, but I am getting ready to get there. I hope you've enjoyed the collaboration thus far. There are a lot of talented ladies, but let's just jump right in and get this collaboration going, okay? It's 0 to 100. Not that these stickers are a zero, but usually I pass them by or save them for my grandchildren. And you know how I like the bags, and I even love paper bags, but that's a surprise for later. We'll be using some tape, we'll be using some scissors, we'll be using this scoreboard and paper cutter. It's all in one, which I love. It's a little clunky, but hey, you know, whenever you can just use one tool, I'm there. So we're going to start with our stickers. And what I saw in the stickers is a card. A card because you know how expensive cards are for one thing, but also because those stickers are 3D. And to even buy the stickers and make them, it would cost so much. You have to stamp them, you have to die cut them, you have to color them. These are all ready. So I got some Recollections cardstock. It's 65 pounds at Michael's. It was $2.50 for 100 sheets. I have this die cut that says Happy Birthday. And once I cut out some green textured paper, which I got from Dollar Tree, and I cut the Happy Birthday sentiment, which I'm going to put on the front of the card. And then I decided I would do some artwork. We can call it a mixed media card because I'm going to do some coloring. I'm going to create a background of water and sky. So what I've done here is I'm using the Tim Holtz Distress ink as well as Distress Oxide ink. And I'm going to pretend I know what I'm doing and make as you can see, that is ocean. And then I'm going to use the other color, which I'm not sure what it is, to make the sky. And we're going to put our mermaids in the water, and we're going to put our sentiment in the sky. But what I decided to do was also give it a little spritz, because oxide and distress inks love water, and what happens is it looks like you have bubbles in your water. It looks like you have air splashing, you have water splashing up into the sky. And we're just going to create some waves here. Again, I'm pretending that I know what I'm doing as far as artistic renditions of waves. And let's see. I'm going to color it again with the oxide ink, and I'm going to use some nice deep colors because our mermaids deserve beautiful water, right? And Nana wants to believe that she's some kind of mixed media artist. At least that's where I'm heading, right? So we're putting a little bit of deep blues. We're putting some purples to accentuate the fact that we're in deep waters, because you can't find mermaids close to the shore, right? You got to be close to the shore. No, excuse me. You have to be close to the deep sea. You have to be in the deep sea. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I've been up all night trying to get this ready for you guys, and then my computer crashed. It just crashed. But this is a collaboration, and so, you know, we never say die. We just keep going. Nana's been having so much trouble with technology lately. Sometimes I don't know why I try, but there you go. See the waves? See how deep blue they are? I really did like this. I was very happy with it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to also create some what I call clouds. We're going to put some clouds up there. I die cut the clouds, but you know, we can't do everything on our own, right? So we got the clouds cut out from a die cut. We're going to make sure that this bag that we now created as the atmosphere for our mermaids is going to be able to, we're going to make it a little 3D, put it that way. I have these, what do we call these? This tape. It's an elevated tape that I got at Dollar Tree. And, you know, if I use the 3M, it's very expensive. But this one was at Dollar Tree. And boy, oh boy, what a savings. That would have been $5 minimum at Walmart. So we have a 3D effect with our waves. We have a 3D effect with our clouds. And then we have our 3D mermaids. And I'm telling you, I was very pleased with it. I thought it is very whimsical, and I'll never look at those stickers the same again because, as I said, if I bought the dies and the stamps and the markers to color them with, that's a lot of money. But look at that. I saw those and I saw the potential for a beautiful card, and I'm loving it. I hope that you do too. And again, remember, this is a collaboration. That means there's several ladies out there that have worked really hard to bring you our theme, which is 0 to 100. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I made it 100 with this card, but look at all the glitter on those stickers. And I just thought, you know what? I love it. I think that all in all, those stickers are wonderful, and you can even get your children to help you with this, or your grandchildren. Look at that. It's beautiful. So that's it for the card. Now let's move on to our paper bag. Now, a lot of people have wondered, what is she going to do with that paper bag? Well, it's pretty simple. No big deal. Our paper bag is going to pair up with these beautiful seaside ephemera, and let's see, we have some seaside papers, and we have some chipboard, all ready to decorate our paper bags, which are going to turn into a mini album. So we're going to take, get the pictures that we want, the papers that we want, and then we're going to cut our paper bags to 8.5 inches long lengthwise. So basically, we're going to make a vertical paper bag. Now, this is a design by my scrapper sister, and she did this, I think, back in 2015. And I thought, you know what? It's time to resurrect it because it's such a beautiful design. And I saw the paper bags at Dollar Tree, and I thought, I'm going to do this. And the first step after cutting the paper bags into 8.5 sheets is to create a page to put on top of the bag. So that's on top of the flat side. And then we have our first sheet, which turns over, and then we have 2 sheets facing each other. Now, I have the flap on the flat side. I have a sheet on the flat side. And then I'm going to put a matching sheet on the flap that's next to it. See how that is? And then I'm going to put, I think that's a 5.5 by 6 inches to put in there. And then we're going to make a pocket from that. So we're just going to continue like that. We're just going to be putting paper on the flap and on the flat side, so they'll correspond. And I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you this is a collaboration, and I know those ladies, let's see, Couponing Forever, Tisha from Couponing Forever, put this together, and I'm just so thankful that she asked me to do this, even though I'm late, Millie. I had so many problems getting this together. I don't know what happened to my computer, but it's still not right, and the hubby's gonna take a look at it because I need to make another one for Father's Day. What am I gonna do? Okay, so you see that we're done creating the pockets, and we've put all our decorative sheet paper on there. Now we're going to create a flap. The flap is going to attach to the right side of the bag where it has that opening, and we're going to create a flap that has a 1/4 inch sort of binding system right there. You see how I'm making a 1/4 inch, and we're going to put a decorative edge on it. And then we're going to put some double-sided tape to tape it into that sheet. Now we've got all the flaps in there, as well as our pockets. And now, let's see, we've got them all in there. It just looks so pretty. And then we put decorative paper on the flap as well. So now you've got all this place where you can journal, you can put pictures. It's just a wonderful design. Again, my sister Scrapper is the one who created this originally in 2015, and I'm just kind of scrap lifting her beautiful design. Now we're going to create the binding system, which is going to hold it all together. And what happens here is you create 3 sheets. Each one gets smaller as you go along. It graduates into itself, and it has a 3/4 inch flap. And that's actually going to be a binding system. So once I I created them, and then I taped them onto each other, and it gives us all these flaps to put into the paper bag. So I'm cutting an angle where the bag has that extra flap. And all I'm going to do is use some double-sided tape and put the flaps into the paper bag. But first I had to cover our Crunch and Munch box. Now all I did was tape a sheet together with another sheet, cut it down so it would have about a 1.5 inch border around itself. And then you see I'm just putting the Crunch and Munch, putting tons of tape on it. And I've made my flap so it has some give. You want to have it have at least 1/8 of an inch give so it will open and close for you. So I've got 1/8 of an inch gap on the turn here on the flap, and then I have 1/8 of an inch gap. And I have to apologize. A lot of my footage was lost, or it went into my computer somewhere, and unfortunately I wasn't able to put everything here. But now, once I got the Crunch and Munch box taped to the decorative paper, I have to cut off a corner of the paper so that when I fold it over, it doesn't have a lot of bulk. That's the important part. And then I, run my score tool up against the paper so that it will fold without tearing. So this is kind of a gentle kind of way of just covering it. It reminds me of covering my books for school, but we don't do that anymore, I guess. So anyway, we're just covering the Crunch and Munch box, making some leeway for the opening and closing so that the paper doesn't tear. And you just kind of gently fold it so that the fibers in the paper kind of give for you. And then you make an opening here. I just make an opening so that there's not a lot of excess paper. And the least amount of paper that you use, the better, obviously. And then we just tape it and close it down. Again, always keeping in mind that you want to gently fold it when you're closing the book, because you don't want to tear the paper. We're just kind of expanding the fibers. And after a while, it just happens naturally, and you don't have to worry about it. So then we're going to cover our book on the inside, and I just covered it with a brown sheet of paper, or craft colored paper, and again working with it to close it really good. And then I found some decorative paper to line the inside on the inside flap on the front and the inside flap on the back. So as you see, I just kind of eyeballed it, cut a sheet, taped her down, and we're ready to go. So I didn't want to have to make you watch both of them being created. It's just that it's quite easy. You just make the sheet, taper down, and you have the inside of a book. I like using my brayer. It just makes it flatter. And here we go. We're going to be creating the binding system. Again, we just tape it into itself. It's pretty easy. I think I put this in twice. Again, I had such a time this morning trying to figure out which part of the video went where, because it just got lost, and when we found it, it was all mixed up. But anyway, here it is. It's done. You just tape it into itself, and later on I'm going to be decorating it more, and I'll make sure that I show you the finished product. But I'm not going to take up the time of the collaboration to get into the decorating of the mini album. I'll get that to you next time. So that is the mini album. That is our, can you believe that's a paper bag in there? I thought I'd blow your mind with that one. That is 0 to 100. And here we have some wall art. This is a wall art on canvas. And as soon as I saw that, I thought, mixed media. We're going to do a mixed media wall art from this one sheet. First, I got a stencil. And well, first I got this clear gesso. What I did is I put the clear gesso on it to protect the canvas, and it will dry clear. And once it's dry, we can continue on with what we're going to do. You'll be surprised when you see it. Right now, you're just going to blow your mind. It's going to be nice and clear. But in the interim, I'm just getting everything ready, and there it is. It is clear. And now I have a stencil. This is a fabric stencil, and I'm just putting some molding paste into it so that we have some texture on the canvas. And again, I'm going to have to set that aside to let it dry. So while I do this, I'm hopping over to the other thing. And then here we have a paper bag, and I wanted to decide, I couldn't decide which one, which butterfly. So I ended up doing the monarch, and I just fussy cut it out so that I can put it onto the wall art, which I really love this butterfly. He's off of a paper bag I got at Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to fussy cut him out, and we're going to put him onto the wall art. I thought this was a really nice pattern, and we're going to color all the texture that we put on there, that the molding paste, and we're going to put that brass key. But I thought I'd make it a little more interesting, and I got some gilding wax, and we're putting some gilding wax on the textured part of this frame. And it's just an old frame that I've had sitting around the house. I got it for just this purpose, and I'm just putting some gilding wax to make it, you know, shine and give it some really good interest. And then I put the same gilding wax on this brass key to make everything so pretty. And then I got some spray paint, and I'm going to color or paint the stencil that I put down there. And I'm just adding some color. It's not about being perfect. That's not what mixed media is about. You just kind of put some texture on there and then put some color on there. And Dollar Tree did most of the work for me already. I'm just enhancing it by putting some things that I like onto it. And then I let the paint dry, and I'm going to take some gel medium. It's a really strong, basically glue, and I'm going to glue the frame onto the canvas. Isn't that gilding wax so pretty? Oh, and then I'm going to also use the liquid medium to put down the key as well as the butterfly. Now I'm kind of moving the butterfly, kind of making it look three-dimensional, giving it some wings. And then I have some of these pearls, the half pearls from Dollar Tree, and we're giving him his body back, only I'm going to bling it up a little bit. And then I've had some flowers, some paper flowers I thought I'd put down there, again, just to add some interest and make it look some really crazy pop there. I really wanted this wall art to pop. I wanted to take what was already there and enhance it through mixed media. And that would be the paper flowers and the pearls and the gilding wax, and it just, you know, it's just beautiful. So I kind of wanted the leaves to stand out. So I put some, that is some glitter pen so that it will make everything shine. And then I have this, I have a stamp that has words on it. And I'm just going to be putting that onto the canvas again to give it some interest. Doesn't that just make it pop? Doesn't it just make it look all the more interesting? And there it is, guys. That's my third one. I got through it. I'm so happy. I didn't think I'd get through this after, you know, the trouble that this has caused me, but you know what? It was worth every bit of it. Now I will be finishing that mini album for you, but look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all that extra shimmer. We put a lot of extra shimmer on that, and then I decided last minute I'm going to put some shimmer on our mermaids. Why not, right? So enjoy, guys. Again, don't forget, Couponing Forever has sponsored this collaboration, and there's a couple of other ladies that are joining in as well. And again, you see, last minute I decided I was going to put this is like a wood yeah, it's a wood embellishment, and I thought, yeah, that goes right there. I just can't stop. Once I get going, I just can't stop. So there it is, guys. Again, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you so much for watching. I hope that if you like it, to give me a thumbs up, give it a big share, let your other friends see it if you really liked it. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you do subscribe, because that's what it's all about, guys. If you want to keep seeing it, we want you to subscribe, and I just appreciate you all so very much. Again, we'll see you soon, and see all that color? We can do this. You can bring it into your life. Bye for now.